Hey guys, Sandy here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using the Discover collection from Paper House. I don't remember, it's Discover Paris or Discover France collection. And I am going to go ahead and use that for this photo, and this is a screenshot of something my son posted about my husband, where I have a hero, I call him Dad, and it is a picture of the father giving son pieces of him to make the son whole. And I cried when I saw this on Facebook, and I just want to document it. So I am going to be using the Discover France collection, because we're using the wrong collection kit today. So let's see what I can do. So when I originally had an idea for this layout, my plan was to have a lot of punched out squares, maybe even a cut file background with a lot of squares, but ultimately I decided not to do that. I decided to go a completely different way. Maybe not completely, but just in a different direction. So what I'm doing now is just trying to figure out what I'm going to pair with this 4x6 photo. So I have no problems making layouts where I only have one photo on it, but for this layout I felt like I needed a little bit of extra weight to the photo. So I cut out the memories of a lifetime 4x6, not 4x6, 3x4 cut apart card from one of the sheets in the collection, and I figured that would give me the extra weight that I was looking for. I knew that I wanted my photo to be on the right hand side of the page, so I'm building a border up. I'm also covering up the travel stuff that you do not see anymore because I covered it up. You can actually kind of see the tail end of the airplane up at the top, and I just am really noticing that now while I'm doing this voiceover, so it's not bothering me, and I'm just going to leave it. Now I did decide to cut this fleur-de-lis paper, and at first I was thinking I was going to butt it up against my border here, but I decided not to do that as well. Now I did pull out a very old Creative Memories square punch. It is the square punch that I have. I do not believe that they are still available, so if you wanted to do a technique like this, I mean, that's kind of full of myself calling this a technique, but if you wanted to do something similar to this, you could use any punch shape that you had. Don't want to call it a technique because basically I'm just punching out stuff. But I am also using this paper that says Discover. I'm going to use it as a mat. I'm going to go ahead and cover up that entire thing of Discover right there. We really don't need to see that. But first I'm going to mat my photo on a piece of khaki cardstock, and I just grabbed that from my stash, and now I'm going to double mat it here on this paper, and that's just because I felt like I needed a little bit more of the colors on the layout surrounding my photo. And that is because this is I don't want to say it is an unusual layout for me, because it's definitely what I do this kind of layout often. It's a reverse L, but I just felt like it needed the colors around the photo because the photo doesn't have a lot going on. It's basically black and white. I do overlap the 3x4 card on top of the photo here, and that is just to give it the weight like I said earlier. Now I'm playing around with what stickers I want to add, because these are kind of travel-y themed stickers, but I figure I can pull at least a couple of them off and get them on the page. So now this is where I go ahead and start punching out. I don't have any real plans, no real rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just making it happen. So I'm alternating the two different sizes, and I'm just kind of making them all around. Now there is a big area in the center here that does not have a punch out area, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me. If that bothers you and this is something you're going to do, by all means punch that out, cut it out, do what you got to do, but I'm okay with it. So what I do is I was thinking about maybe going a little bit further down with the holes, but I don't do that. But I do go ahead and cut around the outside, and that's just because I want to give it some sort of interest up there at the top of the page. I don't want it to just be another strip of paper down through the page, and I like the effect that it did. I really do like that effect. So I decide that I'm going to put a couple of the pieces that I've punched out onto the layout, just to show that the pieces are still there, but they're not, they're not where they originally were. And I'm kind of mimicking what the photo shows. So hopefully you get that. I thought it was a pretty cool idea, and that's where my head is, that's where my heart is while I'm doing this page. So if it doesn't read that way to you, that's what I was thinking. And if someone's just flipping through the book later on and they're like, oh, punched out squares in the photo, like, and they get that, then that's fine. If they don't even get that, like they're just looking at it and like, oh great, nice, and moving on, that's fine too. In the moment though, this is what I was feeling and this is what I was thinking. So I do grab that sticker, that one border sticker that is on the sticker sheet, and I'm going to go ahead and layer that up on some of the map print here, and I like what has happened. So I'm liking what I've got going on. I decide that I need to add a couple more of these missing squares, because I'm like, well, where did the missing pieces go? Like, where are they? Are they just gone? But so I felt like I needed to add a couple more. So I go ahead and do that, and I'm just adding just a slight amount of adhesive from my ATG, and I go ahead and get that adhered down. So I know I want to use this arrow somehow, and I really want it to show that it was Alex saying this, and he reposted a photo, but it was his words and his thoughts. And then when I tried the curved arrow, it totally covered up part of the word memory, so I decided to tuck it under that portion of the card, and I totally think it works. Like, you can totally see that arrow is a circle arrow and it's going around. There's nothing to really worry about there. I do grab the hearts and I put them on some of the pieces, and I just think that adds to the whole feeling of the layout. And then I toy around with the stickers for a good long while. I was trying to add in some more of just the stickers and add in a little bit more color, but it didn't really go like where I wanted it to. So I do put this arrow down here, and it is a khaki colored arrow, so it definitely coordinates with the page, but I wanted to add a little pop of color, and I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do. So I'm flipping through my Paper House stickers and embellishments, and I find a sticker book that is part of the Discover collection. It is really geared toward planners, but I'm using the wrong collection. I might as well use the wrong sticker book too, right? So I'm just flipping through this sticker book, and I'm grabbing little things off of there that I think will go on the page. I do grab 2 of these banners and finally finagle away and figure out how to get them underneath of the arrow sticker without too much trouble, because I was determined to do it. So I did. Now, while I am finagling that around, and you guys are probably as frustrated with me as I was with myself while I was doing these stickers, I'm going to tell you about the links down below in my channel. So these are Paper House links. You can buy the items down there. I'm just going to put the links down below. Now you're going to want to use my code. It is PH20 Sandie. That gives you 20% off of your order, and that will be that's not a one-time use code. So if you used the code before, please use it again. You will still get 20% off your order. I am flipping through the sticker book again, and I am pulling out this little tab that says reminder, and I just thought that was it was appropriate. And now I've got some silver introduced onto my layout. So I figure I need to add a little bit more silver. So I've got some on and I'm like, yeah, let's add some more. Now I only keep the silver on the bottom of the page, except for when I find some more heart stickers. It's got a little silver circle around it. So I'm okay with that. There is silver at the bottom and there is silver at the top. And there's even silver in the middle at the reminder. So I feel like I've got silver throughout the page, and it's not something I have to worry about. It's not like a crazy metallic. If I would have thought about it, I would have grabbed my silver washi tape and added a line of silver washi tape on one of these borders somewhere. But, you know, I didn't think about it until I was talking to you guys right now, so I'm probably not going to adjust it. We're just going to leave it as it is because I am happy with the layout, even though I'm using a Discover France collection for this layout. Totally happy with it. I don't feel like it is screaming France to anyone. And if it screams France to you, I'm like, wow, how did you get that? Because I don't get it. I don't get it. Probably shouldn't be tapping on my table while I'm doing the voiceover because I'm sure you guys just picked that up. So I knew I wanted my title to be Hero, and I thought it was going to go down here on this blue space because, you know, I've got this great little blue space right here and nothing to put on it. But no, it doesn't go there. I decided to put the hero on the curved part of the arrow. And, you know, if you don't even see that that is the title, you see as the title and maybe Memories of a Lifetime, hey, that's cool. I really don't care what you read as the title. I honestly don't care if you read that there's a title at all on my layouts. I want you to look at the picture, get a good grasp of the story, and keep on flipping through the album. So that is what is there. My journaling is a little bit convoluted, but it says, when I saw this post on Facebook, I straight up cried. I'm so proud of my son and the man that he has become. He had a wonderful example in Christopher, how to be a real man. Love them both with all of my heart. And then I just put the date on it from the date where I screenshot it. I wonder what is the proper word there. Shot or shot it. Anyway, I screenshot the thing on Facebook, and that was on 8/25/2019. So that is going to do it for this layout, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notifications. Still going strong on my video a day since February 1st. Going to make that a year-long thing, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.